Hey Force fans, it's Shane again. I hope you've had a lovely weekend so far. While I'm chilling out in the garden with a bit of a coffee, but it's nice and quiet. So, I've been doing a lot of thinking this past couple of hours really about the kind of improvements I want to make for the channel to help it grow really. I've got quite a few subscribers so far, some general likes on some videos. I don't really know how it all works with YouTube at this moment in time, so I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to persevere. What I'd like to do is do more deep dives into characters that I've currently collated and bought. I do have a few that I'm waiting on to come, which I will get round to reviewing at some point. I'd also like to get myself a good setup for the camera, really. I'm not always the best. Let me just see if I can... Yeah. I got a security light behind me and it goes off every so often, so I do apologise. But anyway, my hopes and I want to just do, the odd short here and there. I have been doing it, as you've probably seen. I write a bit of a whimsical, funny lyric. I pop it through Suno. I tell him what I want it to sound like. It seems to be coming out quite well. So yeah, there will be a little bit of AI generated stuff like that on the video, but never for the purpose of reviewing any figures. I just took my phone, took the figure, played around with it, hands on screen, and that's kind of the laid back approach I want to take with the channel. So for all you subscribers, or feel free to drop a comment on this video. Just let me know what you like, what you don't like. I'll take any criticisms on board. You can be nice but constructive. If there's stuff you don't like, I don't want to be trolled or told something really horrible, so please avoid that, because if you do stuff like that, I'll just block you from the channel. Simple as that, as my right to do. So I did a video earlier anyway about a really quite a lovely memory of me growing up and playing. But let me just show you what the tree looks like at night with all the lights up. It's quite special really. So I'll just change the camera around a second, and there you go. Look, it's all lit up. It's pretty sweet. So yeah, so that's what I want to do with the channel. I want to keep focusing on the Black Series, promoting the Black Series. I think it's important that the line has some longevity, it survives. There are some brilliant toy companies out there which are making figures which quite often are putting Hasbro to shame in terms of the articulation, the paint schemes, but I don't want us having to buy imports from like SH Figure Arts and that kind of thing just to get brilliant renditions of characters that we love. Hasbro got the license. They need to be plugging in, and they need to be up in their game all the time. I'm kind of hoping 2027 is going to be a really, really big year for them, and I hope they pull from the deep dark recesses of the prequel trilogies and the original trilogies, and give us some of those background aliens, those Jabba's Palace goons, pull from stuff from the Clone Wars, and that animated series. There's just so much they can do. I think we're going to be quite surprised with what 2027 brings in terms of the Black Series. I got a feeling that we may get some form of Black Series HasLab next year. I don't think it'll be anything like huge. It's not going to be a Death Star, let's be honest. But I think they will have taken on quite a lot of the overall criticisms from the failed Rancor. I would love them to come out next year with like a 10-pack figure pack, basically. I don't mind if they put a poll up on the Hasbro website or something, you know. As long as it's 10 random characters which cover the most successful Star Wars projects, you know, which we've never ever had before, I think I'll be happy with that, you know. I'd love them to do a Gonk droid. You know, I had the Kenner one years and years ago. It was called the Power Droid then, and I think I had a Power of the Jedi 4-inch version back in the early 2000s maybe, but I'd love to see it in Black Series. I've got a custom 3D printed version, which is pretty cool. I've yet to paint that actually. I might have to get the old paint out and do that at some point. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what they do. I really am looking forward to what they do. I don't collect TVC much at all. I got a couple of little things. You know, it's just not my scale at this moment in time. But I am jealous of some of the stuff that line has had, especially in terms of HasLabs. My God, if I could have got my hand on a sail barge at one point, or you know, the Ghost, I would have. I wish I snapped them up. I was tempted to get the Cantina, in all fairness, but I gotta be honest with you, it wasn't worth the price. Wasn't worth the price at all for what it was, and it's severely underweathered. It looks plastic, unfortunately. You know, the figures are cool. Tonica Sisters, Wooher, but why have they packed Wooher in with a rifle? It just doesn't make any sense to me. You know, unless there's some kind of expanded universe story where he blasted the crap out of people in the bar. But yeah, it was a very strange choice. But alas, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy the HasLab. Didn't back it. I've seen it on eBay now for much less than what it originally went for, but I won't pick it up. I just don't like it. Number one, if I bought it, I wouldn't know where to put it. And if I did buy it, I'd have to have it as a whole. But I see a lot of TVC collectors who've bought it, they're limited on space, and they've just taken sections of it and dotted it around their shelves. And that just seems a little bit counterproductive to me, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm just going to leave this video there, but I'll pop it up. You know, it's only a little chilled, relaxed chat, but I hope to catch you on the next one. And once again, thank you very much for everything that you do so far. May the Force be with you.